No, Mr. Herman, we had this discussion yesterday. I'm going to ask that you please wait. We will give you the wireless handheld microphone. Again, this is because we are doing our best to honor your accommodation request. I also told you that if you do this again, because you hear it every meeting, I will give you a warning for disrupting this meeting. So this is your first and only warning. Do not disrupt this meeting. Please wait until you are provided with the wireless handheld microphone. Again, this is pursuant to your accommodation request.
Gracias, pinche cabeza de melón abogado.
Thank you, fucking melonhead lawyer.
Entonces me voy a empezar.
I'm gonna start.
Número uno, puto, dice que Jaime T. Hall de la Grupo Chanal Abogado Información.
Number one, FAG says that Jaime T. Hall Group Channel Information.
Porque el pinche corazón de la park no cuesta nada en los calles del Primera y Broadway por muchos años, puto.
Because the fucking Hard Park doesn't cost anything on the streets of First and Broadway. Fucker.
So, asshole, you like numbers. What about all the reap, or as you call them, rape? Oh, yeah. Look here, folks. He wants a number. Number 21. 21, Los Angeles Housing Fucked Up Department, known in the acronym of LAHD, right? Smoking scan? That fucking bucket head up there, pumpkin, size 17 and a half head, don't fit a cap. That's why he's idiot with the marble rolling around. But the rent escrow on 21 and current price is unconstitutional price off of 1459 East 23rd. Fuck that item 21 price. What about 25? A dickhead, that's a number. Why don't you fucking pay attention and stop talking to 3-inch
Now you're off topic, so I'm going to give you your only warning. Stay on topic with the items, or I'm going to move you to general.
What does LA tax system replacement project mean? It means that you Angelinos will be paying higher taxes when you vote for these higher taxes. Yeah, this is to subject the approval of the city attorney as to a form. What is that form? Well, the physical impact statement states by the dumb bitch mayor and the dumb asshole consul through the annual budget process that there is no impact, and none was submitted. That was number 35, pendejo. Then, in my other items here, look at all this fucking attorney shit here, all these lawsuits. No wonder why the fucking city's broke. No wonder why you can't fix a sidewalk and streets. No wonder why people can't get housing. Now into my general fucking public comment.
You have 1 minute?
Listen, moron. Hey, moron. The reason why I'm sitting up here, because I'm protecting myself from the fucking people you allow to attack me while I hold the floor. Hey, Donkey Dawson, are you listening? Why don't you pick your fucking bald head up, Sambo, and listen?
Okay, so while you were allowed to insult staff, I need you to connect it to something. I need you to connect it to something within the city's jurisdiction.
You like to interrupt people, motherfucker. I'm saying what I believe from my heart and from my fucking mental health. Stop fucking playing Korean games with me, motherfucker. Stop playing those fucking games. You want to fuck with my mental health? I believe if I get that chance, I will fucking vacate this building and I will parade in fucking Korea and show you what America's about. Thank God Donald Trump and more fucking ICE Get these fucking Koreans out of here.
And your time has expired. And I just want to make the record clear. I've personally, and I know other staff as well, have gone above and beyond to remind Mr. Herman of the rules, not just from here at the dais, but also behind the scenes as well. So, Mr. Herman, we are not trying to pick on you. We are trying to make sure you follow the rules just like everybody else. But you refuse to comply with those rules. You also refuse to comply with your own accommodation request, which is why you receive warnings. If you abide by the rules, you will get your full time uninterrupted.
My name is Dr. Wilma Franco, and I serve as the Executive Director of the Sala Collaborative. We are proud to stand in support of El Corazon Art Park because projects like this demonstrate what is possible when we invest in spaces that prioritize community and bring people together. Arts and cultures are powerful drivers of community well-being, economic opportunity, and civic belonging. They preserve our stories, celebrate our diverse identities, and create spaces where families, artists, and culture future generations can connect and thrive. El Corazon Art Park represents a shared commitment to ensuring that arts, culture, recreation, and public spaces remain accessible to everyone. At a time when many communities are seeking places where they feel seen, welcome, and connected, this project is offering exactly that. On behalf of the Sala Collaborative and the 500 leaders that we represent, we ask you that you please reject the CEQA appeal and allow this community-driven vision to move forward. Thank you.
My name is Lisetta Escobedo, and I spent over 23 years organizing around social justice, immigration, and workers' rights. For this project, I've gathered community input and engaged local leaders because our city deserves this park. My experience working with working families in the labor movement has shown me that this is what they truly need. This isn't just about art, it's about giving working families a place to connect, find respite, and watch their kids thrive. Though I'm not from the city of LA, I bring my son to downtown often. To the Science Center, Olvera Street, this park would be one more space where he, as an autistic child, can be himself. We don't have many places where kids can feel safe and learn about their culture. This park is that promise. I urge you to deny this CEQA appeal. Thank you.
Hello, everyone here today. My name is Liav Sofer, and I'm the Executive and Artistic Director of Urban Voices Project, an arts and wellness program in Skid Row here in downtown Los Angeles. And while so much of what we do as a city to try to provide for our neighbors is to try to provide services, whether it be health, whether it be space, no matter what, we know that when someone's missing something in their life, they feel less than, they feel isolated, they feel broken. But I urge to remind you all that while food may feel good and housing and employment and all the things that we all struggle for in mental health, arts is the one thing that can see us as human from the get-go. It reminds us that we're human in the simple question of not where are you getting your next meal or where are you sleeping tonight, but what music do you like to listen to? That question alone represents this beautiful park and what it's trying to do, how art can humanize us together. So I appeal that you guys please vote to reject the CEQA appeal in the way of the El Corazon Park. Thank you.
Good morning. What would you like to speak to?
Morning, Grote. For the record, I signed up as our newest Laker, Cameron Carr. I'd like to speak on 1/1943 in general public comment.
Okay, so you have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general. Please begin with the items.
Item 19 is a declaration of local emergency on our last fire, as we are still in the midst of dealing with a new fire. And I did think it was interesting to hear Karen Bass in the press say that, no, the air is not dangerous. And I think for people who live in LA, we know what a brush fire, wildfire smells like. But this doesn't pass the smell test. I went outside in the morning to walk my dog and came back with my eyes burning. People had sore throats for days. And the mayor wants to tell us, oh, no, you don't trust your nose. There's nothing amiss here. I also find it interesting that we usually rush some Rule 23 motions when there's an emergency because we want to show that we care. But apparently Boyle Heights isn't enough. You know, if there was the Palisades, yeah, then we're going to do a Rule 23. We're going to make sure we swiftly take action. I know it's not a big deal in effect, but at least shows people you care. Item number 1, this is a really interesting item involving Altamed. And there are some interesting things about this little project. And I don't want to steal someone else's thunder, but I do want to just acknowledge there will be some stuff coming out about that. 43 is on outside counsel, and I do find it interesting that there's really zero transparency about this item. unless you actually follow what's happening with the Ethics Commission or in our court system, you have no idea that item 43 relates to Councilmember John Lee. His name is not mentioned anywhere. And it's important to remember, he has dragged this city through hiring outside counsel, fighting him in court, then fighting him at the administrative hearing level, and now fighting him in court once again over something we all know he did. This is just like Curran Price. He has skirted around for 3 years without actually facing a trial for his corruption charges. And then you, Grote, how much time do I have left?
50 seconds on the items.
Gotcha. Now you're doing nothing in this charter reform process to deal with the corruption that we're actually looking at. And you want to trick voters into giving you the power to unilaterally gut your own meeting schedule without any assurances. If you want to be a part-time counsel, then get paid like a part-time counsel. I'm a little annoyed, about the whole council size punt thing, but I get that. What I don't get is that you couldn't find one measly reform across the board to throw a little bone and make it look like you care. It is clear that I do probably just need to make life harder for you all. Not all of you. There's one that's not bad. I do want to start. Where's Imelda? Where's Imelda? All right. CD 6 and 7, I'm going to start with you two. Because you have been inappropriately dabbling around with what really does feel like electioneering. I know it's not illegal. You're being very careful not to cross the line. But it is clear to everybody what you're doing. The intent's there, and it's gross, and you should really be ashamed. And I'm surprised the council president hasn't given you a little talking to and said, thank you. I appreciate you having Karen's back, but you should let off a little bit. Imelda, I know what you did last summer. I'm just kidding. I know what you did last summer. How you lied to your constituents when you were originally trying to get into office over things that you at the time knew were going to eventually come out. And it was going to be provable that you just blatantly lied to people. So I'll talk about that some other time, see if it's necessary. But let's see you fix this meeting thing, and maybe I won't have to be so crazy.
Thank you. Next speaker.
Yeah, hi, my name is Jonathan Hale, Johnny to most. Last December, I was arrested for painting crosswalks to protest for safer streets and a more effective government with my organization, People's Vision Zero. We have two goals. First, that the city recommit to Vision Zero by declaring a state of emergency on traffic violence. And second, that the city legitimize our efforts to allow volunteers to make our streets safer. Since I was arrested, the city has refused to engage with us in good faith, dropping the ball on critical infrastructure funding and slow-walking projects designed to get cars off our streets. In the meantime, drivers are killing people. Javier Tamayo on 82nd and Western, Regan Cole Graham and her baby Ophelia on Pershing Drive. Countless others do not look away. Cars remain the leading cause of death for kids in Los Angeles. Do not look away. This Saturday morning, we'll be protesting for safer streets and a more effective government by painting a crosswalk somewhere in LA. Do not look away. Because to uphold the status quo is to take a side. I refuse to believe that our goals are too big to achieve, and we'll continue to paint until we see meaningful progress. Thank you.
Thank you. Next.
Good morning, council members. My name is Jessica Hitchcock, and I'm a project manager with SOMAS. Our firm was retained to prepare the environmental documentation for the El Corazon Art Park project, and we also prepared the city's response to the appeal filed by Channel Law Group on behalf of SEIU Local 721. I'm here to explain why the project properly qualifies for a Class 32 categorical exemption under CEQA Guidelines Section 15332. It's consistent with the Open Space General Plan designation and zoning per RAP's authority and the city charter. It's under 5 acres, the site has no habitat value, and our technical studies confirm no significant impacts to air quality, noise, traffic, or water quality. Additionally, the project relies on portable, temporary infrastructure that existing utilities and services can easily support. Overall, the project doesn't meet any of the exceptions to the exemption, and therefore the project should, all right, that's it, thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker.
Good morning. My name is Cassie Horton, and I'm a board member of the Downtown Los Angeles Residents Association. We represent more than 4,500 downtown residents and stakeholders. Downtown is my home. Downtown LA, the Downtown LA Residents Association supports the SEIU CEQA appeal. This parcel sits across from City Hall, arguably the most significant piece of land in Los Angeles. It deserves commensurate care that it has not yet received. This land was acquired as dedicated parkland planned for with the community over years and abruptly redirected without a competitive RFP, proper environmental review, and without meaningful community engagement towards what Ultimed's own supporters call the groundwork for a long-term partnership and permanent cultural institution on the site. Since April, we've requested written commitments from Ultimed and the city that any long-term use will be subject to CEQA review, an open RFP, and a full transparent process.
General?
We have not received that commitment to date. Yesterday, RAP called the 20-foot digital LED sphere a permitting issue, not a CEQA issue. That is incorrect. CEQA requires analysis of light trespass, sky glow, and glare. That sponsored lighted sphere was never presented to the community despite multiple engagement opportunities with the neighborhood council and other groups. The Higgins building, home to residents who first raised concerns, sits directly in the light path. I urge you to grant this appeal. Require the process that this site deserves. This isn't about the value of a museum, art, cultural institutions, or what this space ultimately becomes. It's about community trust, good governance, and a process commensurate with one of downtown's most important neighborhood spaces. Thank you.
My name is Teresa Y. Hillary. I am a 20-year resident of downtown Los Angeles. I serve as vice president of the Neighborhood Council, also a founding board member of DTLA Residents Association. Both organizations have filed comments, written comments. You've heard also from DTLA RA. In my individual capacity, I just want to say that I stand with the SEIU CEQA appeal. I support that as an opportunity to create a fair, transparent, and improved public engagement process. And I hope this council sees it that way as well and vote accordingly. Thank you.
Good morning, council and community. As a member of the Ultimate community and resident of Pico Rivera, I'm here as your neighbor and who believes in the mission of El Corazon Art Park. As we walk around and drive around this city, we can see it's evident that downtown LA does not have spaces for the community to feel seen, enjoy art, be represented throughout. El Corazon Art Park would give the community just that. Your community is here and ready for what downtown Los Angeles could be. Please do not create further barriers for the community to be seen, enjoy art, and enjoy your community. I urge you to vote to reject the CEQA appeal and stop delaying El Corazon Art Park. Thank you.
Okay, I'm speaking on behalf of the East Side about the Lineage warehouse fires. They've been poisoning the East Side for 6 days now and have insufficient suppressant systems, and the City of LA needs to hold them accountable, or the representatives of the City of LA will be held accountable, not only in a court of law, but in the court of God. The Holy Ghost is real, and he's back, and Christ is King. And again, the City of LA hasn't done enough to put out these fires. It's been 6 days, and it's not a normal fire. It's with ammonia, and I've already been coughing and having a sore throat, and it's just been a lack of attention given to this fire. And again, if the warehouse is not held accountable, the representatives, Ms. Gerardo, will be held accountable in the court of law. Thank you.
Thank you, Speaker.
Issue number 1.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Good morning, council members, council president. My name is Susanna Bautista, and I'm the chief curator, AVP of Arts and Wellness at Ultimed and a resident of CD14. Ultimed has been working at serving the community since 1959. We believe strongly that arts, culture, recreation are part of wellness. Wellness for our minds, our bodies, and our healthy communities. We urge you to deny this appeal on the legal merits of the CEQA exemption that you have received from Rec and Park staff, attorneys, and from our own attorneys. We have worked closely with Rec and Park staff. We have followed the process, and we will continue to do so. Thank you very much.
Good morning, members of the City Council. My name is Alfredo Camacho, and I'm here in strong support of El Corazon Art Project. I'm here today to urge you to reject this appeal and allow this project to move forward without further delay. This project creates a space for art, culture, education, gathering, and connection while expanding access to open space. The ask today is simple. Stand with the community, reject this appeal, and allow El Corazon Art Project to move forward. At its core, this appeal turns CEQA on its head. CEQA was intended to identify, avoid, and mitigate significant environmental impacts. When CEQA is invoked as a procedural weapon to prevent projects that expand public access to open space and deliver clear community benefits, we've lost the plot. Please reject the appeal and allow the project to move forward. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Pedro Trujillo, Director of Organizing at CHIRLA, Coalition for Humane Immigrant Rights. CHIRLA believes strongly in the efforts of El Corazon Art Park, as we do believe in the strength and importance of art and culture to our community. Los Angeles has been suffering a lot of attacks by the federal government around the raids in the past year, and we understand the importance of arts. We have our 9th annual EMI Art event tomorrow in Pasadena, because that area was hit not only by raids, but also by the fires last year. The arts inspire, it brings people together, and that's why we urge this committee to vote to reject the CEQA appeal so that it doesn't delay this project. Thank you all so much.
Hi, good morning, council members. My name is Francisco Portillo, and I live in the neighborhood of Mid-City in the city of Los Angeles. I'm not here as a representative of any organization. I'm here as a neighbor, as someone who believes in what El Corazon Art Park stands for. We don't have enough places in the city where everyday people can gather, enjoy art, and feel like the city belongs to them. This park would give us that. I've seen how this project has brought people together already through community meetings, conversations, and a real sense of excitement about what downtown Los Angeles could be. Please don't let that go. I urge you to vote to reject the CEQA appeal and stop delaying on El Corazon Art Park. Thank you.
I want to express my deep concern regarding public safety in Los Angeles. The police force totals 8,200 to 8,700, while New York has 33,000, Chicago has 12,000. This disparity favors criminals on our street. The fire in Boyle Heights was reported as caused significant harm to our community, not only to Black, Latino, but also to white people should also have been mentioned yesterday, which wasn't. The situation has lingered due to the Los Angeles Fire Department lacking resources and funds raised for charity not given to them. The chaos in Los Angeles is a direct result of council prioritizing the DSA contract and not protecting citizens of Los Angeles. Funds have been allocated for lawsuits involving Mayor Bass and Chief Crowley totaling $8 million. Listen to that. This should be handled by LA city attorneys. Number one, do not block the park and council. This is for number one.
This is for item number one. Go ahead.
Do not block the park in District 14. Gerardo, who believes in the DSA, should believe in what the constituents want and believe what they want and pass it. For example, if we didn't have the funds that were allocated for the lawsuits for Bass and Crowley, $8 million, plus the $5 million that had been allocated for the fire that our controller has told her, we would have funds for this fire. Believe in it, pass it through, and put it in. And do not believe in DSA, your contract to the DSA, believe in the contract that you signed up for and swore in when you were in office. Pass the bill for the park to get through. Thank you.
Thank you. And before we continue with the next speaker, I know that there's been multiple people here who, I'm sorry, was that Mr. Herman? Can we get confirmation? Okay. So I'm not going to warn you formally. I'm 99% sure that was you, Mr. Herman. Again, you have already been warned for disrupting this meeting. If you do it again, you will be removed. As I was saying, there have been multiple people who have provided public comment related to the fire in Boyle Heights. Just wanted to state for the record that there were multiple motions that were introduced at council yesterday related to that. Also, obviously, the mayor has declared a local emergency. You can find more information about that online at the clerk's website if you'd like to see those motions specifically. But they were introduced by Councilmember Jurado yesterday at council. Good morning. What would you like to speak to?
Item number 1.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Good morning. My name is Gabriela Lopez, and as a Latina college student, I know how important it is to see our culture represented in public spaces. Representation matters a lot because it reminds young people that they belong and that their culture is very important. This park is more than a simple art space. It is a place where students, families, and community members can learn from one another, celebrate different cultures, and build connections. It could inspire young people to explore art, different cultures, and civic engagement as well, while creating a welcoming environment for everybody in the city. Los Angeles is one of the most diverse cities in the world, and this place is going to reflect all of the cultures. That is why I support this park, and this will help us a lot. Thank you.
Vengo de la ciudad de Los Ángeles. Yesenia Lopez, un momento. Hi, my name is Yesenia Lopez. I am from LA, and I would like to make a comment on the Corazon Art Park project.
Okay.
Estoy aquí para apoyar el Corazon Art Park porque nuestra comunidad necesita más espacios públicos. I'm here to support the Corazon Art Park project because we need more public spaces. Adelante. Donde las familias pueden reunirse, disfrutar el arte y celebrar nuestra cultura. Where families can get together, enjoy art and our culture. Este proyecto transformará un terreno vacío, un espacio para la comunidad, los artistas, los jóvenes y las familias. And this project would transform empty space so that we can celebrate art, culture, and have a place for family. Les pido que rechacen la apelación de CEQR y permitan que el Corazon Art Park siga adelante sin más retrasos. Gracias. Muchas gracias. And so I ask for you to reject the CEQA appeal so that you can allow for the Corazon Art Park project to move forward without further delay. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Andy, and I frequently go into the city of Los Angeles to see friends and family. And I'm here as a neighbor, neighboring to the city of Los Angeles, but as somebody who believes what El Corazon Art Park stands for. We don't have enough places here in the city of Los Angeles where everyday people can just gather, enjoy art, and feel that the city belongs to them and see themselves represented in that city. And so the park, I believe, will give us that, being a place that reflects culture, that reflects diversity. And so I've seen how this project has brought people together, the community behind us here, and through community meetings, conversations, and a real sense of excitement about what downtown Los Angeles can be. And so please don't let that go, and I urge you all to reject the CEQA appeal and to stop the delay on El Corazon Art Park. This is for all of us. This is for the community. Thank you so much.
Good morning. My name is Dr. Ilan Shapiro-Stragler. I'm the Chief Health Correspondent Medical Affairs Officer for Altamed. First, I want to actually thank Councilor Isabel Jurado. During the Boyle Heights fire, Altamed distributed air filters and health resources to affected families, and Councilmember Jurado helps ensure those resources reach the people who need it the most. As a physician, I see the health far beyond the walls of our clinics. Clean air, safe public spaces, recreations, community connections, all contribute to a better health outcomes. A Boyle Heights fire reminded us how environmental change impacts our neighborhoods. The answer is not delay. The answer is investment in the community well-being that we have. El Corazon Art Park will create a space of recreation, wellness, culture, and connection. Delaying this project delays those health benefits for our entire community. I respectfully urge you and the council to reject CEQA appeal to move this project forward. Thank you.
My name is Tom Grody, and I'm part of the Skid Row Arts Alliance. I'm urging you to oppose the appeal of the CEQA exemption. Watching all of this unfold, I believe it comes down to the identity of the land at First and Broadway. Is First and Broadway an important piece of downtown land to downtown stakeholders? Or by being directly across the street from City Hall, should First and Broadway be seen through a lens of the entire city? It's both. What I hope will happen is Altamed will do a pop-up activation in relationship with downtown stakeholders through the Olympics. That's 2 years. And 2 years is more than enough time for all the long-term visions for First and Broadway that might exist to come out to the public with transparency. As the First and Broadway space helps lead us towards the Summer Olympics, Paralympics of 2028, let's see what democracy can do.
Good morning, members of the City Council. My name is Paola Fernandez, and I'm a resident of Council District 1. I am here as a community member, as someone who loves LA, and as someone who believes in creating space for community open to all. And I'm in support of El Corazon Art Park, along with 30 other community organizations. We simply do not have enough open places in this city where everyday people can gather and build community. Even in its temporary form, El Corazon Art Park would do that. El Corazon Art Park is for all residents of Los Angeles. It is for those who live, work, and play in LA. Please let Los Angeles be a city that celebrates culture and is welcoming to all. I urge you to vote to reject the CEQA appeal and stop the delay of El Corazon Art Park. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Angel Velasco, and I'm a resident of Los Angeles. I'm here today to support El Corazon Art Park because our communities deserve more safe and welcoming public spaces where people can come together. This project will transform an empty lot into a vibrant place for art, culture, and connection. Los Angeles is built on diverse communities, and this park reflects that. It will create opportunities for local artists, give families a place to gather, and provide young people with a space that inspires creativity and pride in their culture. This is more than just a park. It's an investment in the community, culture, accessibility for everyone. I respectfully ask you to reject the CEQA appeal and allow El Corazon Art Park to move forward without further delays. Thank you.
Yes, sir. My name is Brandon Atiliano Torres. Nobody really knows me, but there is something going around, and that's the prosperity of the human ability to maintain standards. Whether you're popular or not, famous or not famous, own a taco shop, or you just have a 5.0 and you're really trying and you guys are poor in life. I just want to let you guys know that the World Olympics is a beauty. It's a great to have everything coming to LA. With all due respect, I am a surveyor. I go to LA Film School. We do feel like the World Olympics for the soccer thing could have been better. You guys could have put more decoration, maybe even in here, if you really know what I'm talking about. I'm just another Freemason talking to other Freemasons. God bless you all. My name is Brandon Atiliano. The Attilians are here.
Thank you. Next speaker.
Hello, yes, my name is Veronica Sanchez, and I live in Los Angeles County.
Estoy aquí para apoyar el Corazon Arte Park porque nuestra comunidad necesita más espacios públicos.
I'm here to support El Corazon Art Park because our city needs more public spaces,
donde las familias puedan reunirse, disfrutar del arte y celebrar nuestra cultura.
where family can convene and celebrate art and celebrate our culture.
El Corazon Art Park busca un espacio abierto, inclusivo y accesible para todos.
El Corazon Art Park looks for a place that's more open, inclusive for everybody.
Por eso estoy aquí como parte de mi comunidad, para que mi voz sea escuchada y demostrar que Los Ángeles es una ciudad diversa y que los espacios públicos deben ser para todos.
That's why I'm here, to make my voice heard, to show that Los Angeles is a diverse city and to show that public spaces are for everybody.
Les pido que rechacen la apelación de SECA y permitan que el Corazon Art Park siga adelante sin más retrasos para nuestra comunidad. Muchas gracias.
That is why I ask that you reject the CEQA appeal and you allow El Corazon Art Park to move forward without any delays. Thank you so much.
I support the SEIU CEQA appeal. Despite denials, this rushed and poorly vetted initiative lays the groundwork for a long-term partnership between Altamed and RAP for this site without proper scrutiny for such valuable deed-restricted public property that this property requires. Altamed and RAP argue that CEQA doesn't apply because this plan isn't at all connected to longer-term plans, as no such process has been initiated and no official actions have been taken in that regard. That's the problem. All the secret, unofficial dealings going on behind the scenes, and I believe that many of the good people behind me are not aware of this. The elephant is standing in the middle of the room in full circus regalia, and everyone is pretending not to see it. Also, the third largest structure on the site after the proposed temporary clinic and art gallery is a 20-foot LED screen advertising sponsors, which Ultimate and RAP claim would generate no revenues for Ultimate. While no cash may be exchanging hands, Ultimate and its sponsors stand to greatly benefit
Go ahead, Jenna.
from plenty of free advertising on public land. Again, elephant room. Council members, I know you're in a tough position, but I would encourage you and I urge you to support the appeal, hit pause on this initiative rather than facilitate and reward backroom giveaways of public land to moneyed donors. We've long wanted something fabulous for FAB. Long wanted this. This is just not the way to go about it. Thank you.
So, number one.
Thanks, you have 1 minute.
Mi nombre es Norma, como digo, estoy aquí no como representante de ninguna organización. Estoy aquí como vecino y residente.
Hello, yes,
Como
my name is Norma. I'm not here as a representative of any organization or anything. I'm just here as a neighbor and as a resident.
Okay. No tenemos suficientes espacios en esta ciudad donde la gente común pueda reunirse.
We don't have enough space in this city to where the people can convene.
Disfrutar del arte y sentir que la ciudad les pertenece. Este parque nos brindaría eso.
And celebrate art and feel like this city belongs to us. And this park would allow us to feel that.
He visto cómo este proyecto ya ha unido a la gente a través de las reuniones comunitarias.
I've seen how this project can unite people through community meetings.
Conversaciones y un verdadero entusiasmo por el potencial del centro de Los Ángeles.
With conversations and real enthusiasm for the possibilities of and the potential of downtown Los Angeles.
Exhortamos a este comité a votar en contra de la apelación de la CQA y a no retrasar más la reconstrucción.
And we urge this council to reject the CEQA appeal and to not delay any further the reconstruction
del Corazon Art Park.
of El Corazon Art Park.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Rogelio Martinez, District 4 Board of Supervisor candidate. Did you know that on June 11th, there was a medical supply fire at a $1 million square foot warehouse that burned for 6 days? Ironically, on June 17th, the last day that fire burned, a new fire broke out right here in Boyle Heights, East LA. That fire broke out in a food storage facility, which is 500,000 square feet. The incident is expected to last until June 25th, and as of yesterday, dead fish were reported in the Alley River. Currently, the air monitoring is not effective. The companies that are currently involved might be filing for bankruptcy, so make sure that you file your claim. And they don't know what the acute and long-term health risks will be associated to your health. With that, good day. God bless each and every one of you.
Thank you. Next speaker.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the City Council. My name is Bianca Stopani. I'm an Army vet. I'm actually born and raised in Los Angeles in District 1, and I'd like to bring awareness to the LAPD Rampart Division that has been subject to corruption. I, unfortunately, was subjected to false accusations and false police reporting at the hands of Detective Michelle Jaquette. Consequently, during the protests last year until now, we peaceful protesters have also been targeted with rubber bullets, with tear gas, and I'd like to demand police accountability, transparency, and intervention as well. I also would like to ask that the City Council invest in youth centers in at-risk neighborhoods to help prevent gangs and drugs from touching our neighborhoods as well. And one last thing I'd like to say as well is let's recall Aunt Jemima, aka Karen Bass, because she has failed us Angelinos as a mayor.
Thank you, Speaker. Your time has expired. Next speaker.
All right. Thank you. My name is Jens Mitun. I'm president of the Downtown Los Angeles Neighborhood Council. Welcome back downtown, everyone. Thank you. So I'm here to ask the council to grant this CEQA appeal, and I wanted to speak into the record, in case some of you were curious, why the entire downtown LA community is so unified in our support for this appeal and in our opposition to the project as it stands. So in February, this item came before the Parks Commission agenda, and we requested a continuance, and we withdrew that continuance because we were assured that that there would be public meetings, there'd be public engagement, and that this project needed to happen quickly to be in time for the World Cup. We came to the table and we hosted several public meetings and viewed some fairly detailed presentations. And we love coming to the table, but sometimes you guys make it so hard because after all those meetings and all those presentations, a 20-foot LED screen was added to the project scope, something that was never brought into any of these detailed meetings. And this is exactly the sort of thing that we were afraid of. The item was then placed on the Parks Commission agenda, and we sent a letter detailing numerous concerns, and at the commission, our comments were misconstrued as having no opinion on the matter. When I presented this letter that I have here to the neighborhood council in support of this CEQA appeal in opposition to the project, the one thing they said to me is, Jens, this is not strong enough. You need to be stronger because they lied to us, and we don't like being lied to. So in the interest of public process and transparency, the Downtown LA Neighborhood Council urges you to stand with the union, to stand with the Downtown LA community, and support.
So that is your time as an individual. You said that you're the duly representative of the Neighborhood Council, and they've approved a CIS?
That is correct.
Okay, so you have 3 minutes for that community impact statement. Members of the public, if this is your first time hearing a community impact statement, it's separate from public comment. So again, this is being offered up by the neighborhood council, which neighborhood councils are allowed to do if they formally approve a community impact statement. So go ahead, you have 3 minutes.
Thank you. Look, if you had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted. No, I'm just kidding. I covered our strong opinions on the neighborhood council. I thank you for the extra time, but I was able to get everything out. So thank you to Councilmember Hernandez for her support yesterday. And we can't do this every day because I don't have this many shirts. See you soon.
Morning, my name is Sandra Nunez, and I am speaking on behalf of the Sala Collaborative, a nonprofit organization serving Southeast Los Angeles. We proudly stand in support of El Corazon Art Park because arts and culture are not luxuries. They are essential to strong, connected communities. This project will create a welcoming space where families can gather, artists can share their talents, young people can find inspiration, and generations can celebrate the rich cultures that make Los Angeles so vibrant. We respectfully ask you to reject the CEQA appeal and allow this long-awaited community vision to move forward and help build Los Angeles where every community can see itself reflected. Thank you.
My name is Juan Jose Gutierrez, and I am the Executive Director of the One Stop Immigration and Educational Center. At a time when our communities are being made to feel unwelcome, when our presence, our culture, and our contributions are being questioned, spaces like El Corazon Park matter more than ever. This park says, you belong here, your stories belong here, and your culture belongs here. We help build this city and continue to do so. We work here, we raise families here, and contribute to every corner of this community. We deserve public spaces that reflect and celebrate who we are. And for that reason, we urge the City Council in this very progressive city to reject the CEQA appeal. Thank you.
If you're in the audience here, or if you're at home watching Smoke and Scan, and if you actually want to stop the corruption, I urge you to ask for a military-level criminal investigation. Things will never improve until we get a military-level investigation of official misconduct. It's that bad. The council members should have asked the governor to have the National Guard look into extreme misconduct a long time ago, but they haven't. and the governor will never step on the toes of elected officials, so it's their responsibility to ask. And it's up to you, the public, to press them.
My name is Cristina Sanchez. I come to you on behalf of Altamed Health Services, as well as a former Recreation and Park Commissioner, as well as a member of the Charter Commission. Thank you for hearing me today. I'd like to call into the record, first of all, an article published today by La Opinión, and I'm going to read the headline. El Corazon Art Park, el fin de una maldición de 50 años en el centro de Los Ángeles. And I will translate it. El Corazon Art Park, the end to the curse of a site over 50 years. Ojalá que la inauguración del parque por fin, después de tantos años de espera innecesaria. We hope that this park is open after so many years. This really delineates the story of 50 years of the Civic Center at First and Broadway. Today, I'm here to ask you to deny the appeal and allow El Corazon Art Park to move forward. The categorical exception was properly granted after review by Recreation and Parks, and this appeal offers no legal basis to overturn that determination. Instead, the appeal relies on claims that mischaracterize the project before you today. The appellant argues this land will not be used as park space when the plans clearly provide green space, wellness, arts programming, community gathering areas, and public access. The claimant also states that there's a massive digital billboard. There will not be. The project includes an art sculpture with an integrated LED, which will need to go through a permitting process. These claims are not supported by the actual project plans. What is before you today is a temporary activation of a site that has sat vacant for more than a decade. Every delay means another month of the community denied access to green space. I also want to applaud this council for putting forward Member Jurado, Member Rodriguez, Recreation and Parks funding that I know Charter Reform deliberated extensively, so I do want to congratulate this council for moving this forward. And we ask that you please deny the CEQA appeal. Thank you. I'd like to call this into the record.
Thank you. Next speaker. Yes, and if you have documents to, yeah.
Yes, my name is Sylvia. I work at Jam or Yum Yum Donuts. I am here to ask that you support the fast food work ordinance.
Esta ordenanza haría obligatorio el entrenamiento sobre nuestros derechos laborales para que podamos trabajar de manera más justa y más segura para todos.
This ordinance would make you know your rights training's mandatory part of the job so that we can make our jobs fairer and safer for everyone.
Durante muchos años guardé silencio cuando notaba que me descontaban horas de mi cheque o cuando mi jefe me obligaba a trabajar enferma. Tenía miedo de perder mi trabajo, pero ahora tengo la valentía porque estoy aprendiendo sobre mis derechos y me siento más empoderada que nunca para defender mi bienestar, el de mis compañeros y el de mis clientes.
Yeah, for many years I stayed silent when I noticed I was missing hours from my paycheck or when my boss made me come into work sick. I was afraid of losing my job. But now I have the courage because I am learning my rights and I am more empowered now than I have ever been before to speak up for my well-being, my coworkers, and my customers.
Sé que no estoy sola y sé que tengo derechos que me protegen de abusos como el robo de salario.
And I know I am not alone, and I know I have rights that protect me from the abuses such as wage theft.
Por eso les pido que apoyen a los trabajadores de comida rápida en Los Ángeles para que también puedan luchar por sus derechos y sepan que no están solos. Apoyen la ordenanza de trabajo.
That's why I'm here to ask all your support, empowering for every fast food worker in Los Angeles so they can fight for their rights too and know that they are not alone. Support the fast food fair work ordinance.
Sí, buenos días. Mi nombre es Cristina Sánchez y vivo en el condado de Los Ángeles. Estoy aquí para apoyar el Corazon Art Park porque nuestras comunidades necesitan más espacios públicos donde las familias puedan reunirse y disfrutar del arte y celebrar nuestras culturas, ya que Los Ángeles también es multicultural.
So good morning, my name is Cristina Sanchez. I am a resident of LA County and I'm here to support the Corazon Art Park project. This would be a great opportunity to have open spaces in our community as we don't have enough of those. And it would be a great place for us to enjoy art and culture as we live in a multicultural city. Adelante.
Este proyecto transformará el terreno vacío en un espacio para las comunidades, los artistas y los jóvenes, y incluyendo a mis hijos, mis sobrinos, mis familias, y preocupada yo por mis comunidades porque hacen falta más parques. Y les pido que rechacen la apelación seca y permitan que el Corazon Air Park siga adelante sin más retrasos, y espero pronto que se inaugure ese parque para venir a celebrar con mi familia. Gracias.
Mi nombre es Cándida Macín, trabajo en comida rápida aquí en Los Ángeles.
Hi, my name is Candida Macin, and I work as a fast food worker here in Los Angeles.
Urgimos a que pasen la ley de trabajo justo en la comida rápida sin más demora.
We are here to urge you to pass the Fair Work Fast Food Ordinance in Los Angeles without further delay.
Los 50,000 trabajadores de comida rápida dependemos de su apoyo para garantizar que conozcamos nuestros derechos.
The more than 50,000 fast food workers in Los Angeles depend on your support for us to be able to have Know Your Rights trainings.
Y que nuestros trabajos sean justos y seguros, conociendo las leyes que existen para protegernos.
And for us to have a safer and fair workplace where we are aware of our rights and can defend ourselves.
Por favor, apoyen a la gente trabajadora y a la ordenanza de trabajo justo en la comida rápida. Gracias.
So please support the working class and also support this Fair Work Fast Food Ordinance. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning, council members. I'm Brian Leroy, land use attorney at Nixon Peabody representing Ultimed. We urge you to deny this appeal. We've submitted a letter in the record responding to the appeal, but I'd like to address 3 appeal points very quickly. First, the appeal argues that some of the uses are not allowed in the OS1 zone. That is not true. They're all included within the permitted use categories of local civic facility and public indoor recreation. These classifications are defined broadly in the zoning code. Second, as you heard earlier, the SOMAS environmental team had prepared a memo for Rec and Parks, setting out substantial evidence findings for the Class 32 criteria and explained why none of the exceptions applied. They've also updated that memo, supplemented that memo to respond to the appeal. Third, there were some questions about the signage on the art sculpture. To be clear, this is an artwork that incorporates an electronic sign, which will not be lit after closing. The license agreement requires all signs to be approved by RAP, that the signs comply with the city's sign ordinance, and that it complies with RAP's sponsorship policy. The SOMAS memo did include an assessment of potential light and glare from the LED lights. The appeal provides no evidence otherwise. The appeal makes a lot of arguments that are not relevant to the CEQA exemption, but all of the criteria for the Class 32 exemption are satisfied here, and the appeal offers no substantial evidence supporting the claims. Please deny this appeal. Thank you.
Close the roll. Tabulate the vote.
Ayes.
All right.
There's not a lot of people.
There's
here
only
if you
one person
prefer-
lined up, so we'll let that person speak. And Mr. Herman, you already have a warning, so.
And Mr. President, just for the record, item 1 is an item for which public hearings have not been held. 10 votes are required for consideration. Thank you.
Yes. For the record, I do not believe Mr. Herman has a disability that disallows him from speaking at the podium like everybody else. See no evidence of such.
You have 1 minute.
Sorry about that, HDS. But in CD 15, who's knocking on John S. Gibson's door? Who's knocking on truck and chassis parking lot project? Someone in heaven, please call me and report to me that I veto, forbid, reject this decision to stop the parking lot project. Fuck you. I control narrative. I got the floor. Shut the fuck up.
You got to stay on topic.
The topic here is about the motion of McOsker, who voted while he was sitting over earlier, fuck you, and Mr. Blumenfield relative to asserting the jurisdiction over Guns N' Roses June 11, 2025 Board of Harbor Commission.
That's your time. Please relinquish the microphone. All right, Mr. McOsker.
Thank you very much, members. First of all, thank you, Council President, for agendizing this special. Members, I apologize because of the special meeting. You needed that 1 minute in your life, but I'm sure it was informative to the decision in front of us.